Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about my acne story and starting Accutane. This is something that I've been actually wanting to film for a while, and I figured now was a good day to do it. I did want to say that I am filming with a new camera. I'm so excited. I'm trying to give you guys some better quality content. So please bear with me because I have no idea like what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. So I hope everything looks better for you guys. It should be in 1080p. So excited about that. But anyways, I just want to talk to you guys about my journey with acne, like how long I've had acne, and why I'm getting to the point that I want to start Accutane, or I am starting Accutane. So basically just a little bit of a backstory. I've had acne for about 14 years. So it's been a long time. I've been going to the dermatologist for years. I've tried so many different things under the sun. I've tried topicals, oral medication, everything. And I've never seen the results that I've wanted. Like maybe it might work for a little bit and then my body gets immune to it and it just goes back to breakouts, cystic acne, that kind of thing. I know you guys are probably looking at my face right now and you're like, oh, I don't really see much, but that's the power of makeup, just being real. That's the thing too. It's just acne for me, and if you guys have acne or have had acne or have some sort of skin issue, it becomes like your world. Like it becomes this thing where like you are constantly thinking about it. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you think of, nobody can see me like this. Like I got to put some makeup on. Or maybe that's just me because that's what I've been dealing with for years now. And even recently, now that I'm a beauty blogger, I'm just trying to figure out like, I don't know, I'm just trying to be comfortable in my skin, but I can't be because of this problem that I'm dealing with. I find now that instead of putting on makeup for fun, I put makeup on like because I feel like I have to. And that's not fun. That's kind of depressing if you think about it. I feel more comfortable when I have some sort of foundation on or concealer or something on my skin that's like covering up my monster zits. And that's not how I want to live my life. I don't want to wake up in the morning and feel like that's what I have to do. I want to do better stuff. If I want to wear makeup, it's because I want to wear makeup for fun, not because I feel like I have to. Same thing with socially. Acne has been affecting me socially. I feel like when I talk to people, the first thing they're looking at is like my zits. Like I'm just like, oh God, please don't look at me. It makes you feel bad. It makes you emotionally as well. I'm 26 years old. I've dealt with acne as a child, like an older child. I've dealt with acne as a teenager, and now I'm 26 years old and I'm dealing with adult acne, and I'm like, I can't get rid of it. At this point, I know it's hormonal. My dermatologist said it's hormonal. I get it. I've had 2 kids. My body's just like going all crazy, but I want to fight it. I want to beat it. So just to give you just kind of give you a little rundown, I've tried everything. I've tried topical Retin-A, which is this here. This stuff is amazing. I'm just going to say it out. I'm just going to get it out there. If you haven't already tried like a retinol or Retin-A, which is basically vitamin A that you put on topically, you need to talk with your dermatologist about it because this stuff will change your skin. However, for me, I have such stubborn hormonal like cystic acne at times that it just doesn't do much for that. But I'm gonna say that I've been using this for a few years now, and it has changed dramatically the texture of my skin. I'm gonna say that. I definitely feel like my skin texture is good. It's just I have acne. You know what I mean? Like when the acne's not there, it's like, oh wait, yeah, good. And then, but when obviously I have acne, it's like, yeah. But yeah, I would definitely look into that because I would, even when I'm done with my Accutane and done with all that, I will be continuing using like a topical retinol. Anyway, side note, I have been on antibiotic minocycline, exactly. I don't remember how many milligrams. I want to say 100 milligrams like once a day, but anyways, for a year. So this past year, I've been on antibiotic for a year to try and help my acne, and it helped initially, but it just like my body got used to it. Like I was on and off of it for like about a year, and about a month ago, I had the biggest, one of the worst cystic acne breakouts. Like it wasn't just a breakout. It was like cystic, huge, painful. And it was killer. Like it was just the worst. I went to see my dermatologist. At that point, I was fed up. When you've been dealing with acne for 14 years and doing everything you can and like taking care of your skin, spending thousands and thousands of dollars on your skin, but nothing works, and then you get like a major cystic breakout like that, it's like defeating. It's like, why is this happening? So anyways, I went to my dermatologist about a month ago, and at that point I knew in my mind I wanted to be on Accutane. Like, I just knew that's what I wanted. That's what I needed. That was literally, I needed to pull out the big guns, and I needed to get this acne thing over with. And she agreed with me that I was a good candidate because I've been doing this for 14 years. I've been literally trying everything. And she knew that it was like, it was done. Like, it was time for me to try something new, to, you know, just do something that's really going to kick this acne in the butt. So that being said, I'm going to be starting Accutane. I'm actually really excited about it, but I'm very nervous about it. I know everyone has a stigma with Accutane. I had it too, but I did do my research on it, and not only that, but I spoke with my dermatologist about it, and she kind of like just explained to me what the deal is with Accutane and all of that. So first and foremost, I went into my dermatologist appointment with my giant cystic acne breakout on my face. And I'm going to insert a picture somewhere so you guys can see it, because I'm not playing. It was bad. But I went in there, I'm like, that's it. I'm not going to have acne anymore. And I went in and I was like, okay, I want Accutane. Like, can I have it? And I didn't know, after watching several YouTube videos and reading things online, I didn't realize that like you couldn't get it right away. You have to wait a month. And I was like, oh, why? God, why? But yes, you have to wait a month. So I knew you had to have blood work and all that, but no one ever explained that you literally have to wait a month before they can give you your first month's medication or prescription. So she explained to me that I needed to have some blood work done, like to check my liver, to check, I think, iron levels too, something like that. I have like the sheet for it, I should have brought it, but, and also to check if I'm pregnant, which women have to do that every month. Every month, you have to make sure you are not pregnant, because you cannot get pregnant on Accutane. You just can't. There are cases where babies have deformities while the mother is pregnant on, pregnant on Accutane. So, that is a huge thing for me. Honestly, that's the scariest thing for me, more so than side effects. But anywho, yeah, I'll get into that later. But yes, you have to have blood work done before, so it takes like about a month. So they need to see about exactly 30 days that you're not pregnant, that your blood levels are good, liver levels are good, all of that. They need to know 30 days out that all of that is good before you get your first prescription. So I didn't know that. She explained that to me, and she also started explaining some side effects, obviously. She asked me if I had ever been like struggled with depression or anything like that. And to be honest, that's never something I've really struggled with. I know some people do, but I have never really had that issue. You know, everybody has their highs and their lows, you know, days where they're feeling good, days when they're feeling bad, or maybe even just like a week you're feeling bad or whatever. But for me, I never really suffered through that. So that was not a concern for me, because I know one of the side effects being on Accutane is depression. But like I said, it wasn't something I ever really dealt with. And then I was trying to think of what she said. Oh yeah. So kind of pain in your bones, like achiness on your back and just that kind of thing. That definitely made sense, because when I looked up online and I saw some videos, people were saying that they had some achiness in their back, so that kind of correlated as well. And then another side effect, which everyone said they had. Everyone, whoever I saw, whatever YouTube video I saw, everybody said they had major dryness, major peeling in their skin, and their lips were like beyond chapped. It was like sometimes they would just bleed, like they were cracked lips and everything. They had to like slather on Aquaphor. So she said that. She said, you're gonna get that. I mean, that's just the way that Accutane works. She also explained to me that Accutane is basically a form of vitamin A. So I never really heard that. I never really realized that Accutane was a form of vitamin A, similar to like the topical that you take. It's just something that you ingest orally. So obviously it's much more potent, much more powerful, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to think of what else she said. I should have written this down. Was not prepared. Yeah, so she just said basically, you know, dryness, some people have depression. If that's something that they've already struggled with, then it might be, you know, it might come out during the Accutane treatment. So that was definitely not a problem for me. and obviously dryness and all that. I don't know if I mentioned that already. But anyways, that being said, the biggest thing was being on Accutane and being pregnant. You can't get pregnant on Accutane. You just can't. It's detrimental to your unborn child. So obviously that, to me, that was the scariest part of it all, because I have 2 kids right now. Some of you guys know already. I have a 5-year-old who's in kindergarten and a 3-year-old. And I would say that right now I don't want to have any children. My husband and I have discussed it. But in the future, I might want to have one more. I don't know. We haven't really decided on that, but I think in our minds, there's a potential of that. Now, it's not that you can never get pregnant again, she said. And even in the Accutane booklet that I will go over in a second, this is it. Like, such a huge warning sign. But even in this, it says you can get pregnant like a month after your last treatment. But my dermatologist said that she just recommends truly to be on the safe side to wait like about 1.5 years after your last treatment. So, and to be honest, that seems like a long time if you want to get pregnant soon. So that's something you really need to consider before going on Accutane. But for me, it's okay. If we were going to get pregnant or deciding to have another child, it was going to be like a couple years down the road. It wasn't going to be now anyway. So that was okay for me. But anyways, that being said, you have to decide, as a woman, you have to decide. I don't know as like a man if you have to do this or not, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a thing for being a woman, because you obviously can get pregnant. You have to sign an I pledge contract. I signed it in the dermatologist's office, basically stating that you have to be on 2 forms of birth control. So one being obviously the pill that you take, which I've already been on for years now, so that's good. But then the second being another method of birth control, condoms, whatever, whatever you use. So you have to be like double protection. So you sign a contract stating that you will use 2 forms of birth control, that you obviously are on birth control, or if you're not, you are going to get on birth control. So on and so forth, that kind of thing. And then they gave this to me to go home. It is a booklet of many things. It's a booklet basically talking about, honestly, it's about Accutane, but it's basically about, what happens to a child, an unborn child, if, the mother was on Accutane and all of these things. Like literally, this book is just like, literally, stop, do not use, do not enter, do not enter. It's just like, you're like, whoa, like I've never been on any medication. Like you have your side effects and you're like, yeah, I know. But like, dude, I mean, the side effect, all of the stuff that you have to sign and like the contracts and the whole thing. Like also there's an I pledge thing. They'll send it to you in the mail once you're completely registered and you have your blood work in and all that. They send it to you in the mail, and it's basically like you open up an account through the I pledge, which is this one right here, through the I pledge program. And you have to, I think, every month sign this contract to make sure that you will not get pregnant. It's like a thing, like constantly reminding you, do not get pregnant. Do not get pregnant. You're not going to get pregnant. We warned you. That kind of thing. And to be honest, I respect that. I respect the caution, just because they're trying to protect you, and they're trying to protect, your future child. So I do respect that, and I understand that they have to go through these methods. I understand that every month they have to check your blood work. They have to do all that. So I get it. I totally get it. But anyways, so she gave me my, what is it called? She gave me my form to get blood work done and what I had to get done. So I went to go do that. And then I think the nurse signed me up for the I Pledge program. So I am in the system. And within that month, at that time, in a month, 30 days exactly later, I will be going in and getting my Accutane. So at this point, let me look at my calendar. My phone's dead. Wow. Oh, it's the 14th of February. So is it really? On Valentine's Day, I start Accutane. Yay! Happy Valentine's Day to me. Yeah, so on Valentine's Day, I will be starting Accutane. I'm trying to think of how many weeks that is from now. At this point, in 2 weeks, I'm starting my first dose of Accutane. I am pumped, nervous, but mostly excited. I'm just like, I am ready to beat my acne. I'm ready to be like, because every video that I've seen, they said that they had in like clear skin. Even my dermatologist said, which I'm sure it varies from person to person, but even she said on all the cases that she has prescribed Accutane to her patients, they have never gotten acne again. Never. like nothing. And so a quick thing that she did mention that I did want to mention to you guys, basically how Accutane works is it like targets those pores that are enlarged, that overproducing oil, and it permanently shrinks them. So this is not a thing where you just take and it's temporarily helping your skin. This is a permanent, this is something permanent. This is something that will permanently shrink those pores. So I've seen some videos on YouTube where people were like, oh, they had to do a second treatment or whatever it was, maybe after a few years later. But most of a lot of people that I've seen, it pretty much, you know, works right away. Like it's like they do their treatment and it's done. Also, Accutane is prescribed to you by your weight. So, for me, because I'm kind of generally a pretty small person, she's prescribing me 20 milligrams twice a day. So basically, I guess technically 40 milligrams a day. And she said that's pretty low dose because of my body weight, all of that. And she said for now, we're going to do, you know, month to month, because that's what you do. Every month you have to go back to your dermatologist. You have to get blood work, all of that jazz, until you kind of get together and feel like my skin is clearing up. I'm happy. I haven't had pimples in a while, yada, yada. So she said for some people, it can take 4 to 6 months. But again, that varies from person to person. So maybe it could be a smidge longer for someone. Maybe it could be a little bit less. So I'm hoping that I can be on the shorter end. I'm really praying that that's the case so I don't have to be on this for so long. And I feel like now's a good time, just because when you're on Retin-A, whether it's the topical form or whether it's, you know, something that you're ingesting orally like Accutane, you are hypersensitive to the sun. Oh my gosh, you will burn. You can't get waxed, like you can't do any of that stuff. Thankfully, I don't get waxed or anything like that, but I'm hoping that I can be off Accutane before the summer starts because I live in Florida and it seems like that would be intensive. So we'll see. I'm praying. Pray for me, guys. So anyways, yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of briefing of my acne story. Been fighting acne for like 14 years and I'm so ready for it to be done. I am going to be doing basically monthly check-in videos. So in a couple weeks, I'm going to start my Accutane. So like after maybe a week after I start it, I'm going to check in with you guys, do a video, let you guys know what symptoms I'm feeling. A lot of people start feeling symptoms right away, whether it's dryness or maybe achiness, or maybe your skin's, you know, peeling a lot, or I said that already, or your skin's clearing up already. Like I've seen various different things. So I'm going to update you guys probably around like a week after I start Accutane to let you know where I'm at. And from there on, we'll do monthly check-ins until I stop. So you guys can kind of get an idea of what happened with me in case you're trying to make a decision for yourself. Of course, this is a personal decision that you have to make. And it's a decision that you have to decide with your dermatologist. But I just want to be here to kind of help kind of share my experience with you guys so you guys know what I'm going through, how I'm feeling, all of that. Anywho, that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying the new quality of the picture of the, I don't know what I'm saying. I hope you're enjoying the picture quality. That's what I was trying to say. I hope it's pretty clear for you guys and that you can hear me a little bit better as well. I got a new mic. I'm excited about that. So thank you guys again for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away.